I feel like we all know the feeling of
I really want you to call me back.
Frankly, I feel like being the Lulu can be very fun. However, it's not fun when the Lulu turns into this. Impersonating as your crush's cousin to set up a lunch date. Telling your crush that they are acting crazy because you are just a nice guy. Getting yourself banned on Hinge because your crush reported you. Today, we're gonna get into a Reddit post that is so wild, so unhinged, that is going to send chills down your spine. But friendly reminder first, this is a stalker related story. If that is not something that you want to watch, I would check out their content. You can come back to this when you're ready. Here is what we're going to do. We're gonna go through post 1 and then we're gonna go through the update. Then we will look into the incredible advice from some of the Redditors. I think it's very, very important to wrap this up with advice because anyone can fall victim to this, and there are so many signs that we cannot afford to dismiss. So I need you to grab a drink and maybe hold on to your seat, girly. This is a crazy one. This is post number 1 of Am I Overreacting for Reporting This Guy to Hinge and Getting Him Banned by Divorced Baby Mama. Let's look at the messages. Hey, is this... So this is the guy that she was talking to. Hi, this is her. I'm assuming this is OP replying. Awesome, this is blah. Glad to finally have a chance to get to know you better. Oh, you as well. Glad we matched. Sorry if I don't text back fast. I'm at work currently, so don't mind if it takes me a minute to respond. Just based off this alone, I think it's very safe to assume that they move on to messages pretty quickly. He replies with, oh cool, I just got off work about an hour ago. What do you do for work again? I thought I saw in your profile something with art. Personally, this gives me the ick, okay? I don't like it when people ask questions where you can easily find answers to by looking at the profile. I'm a tattoo apprentice currently. Oh, really? Yeah, haha. Do you have any tattoos? No, I'm not a big fan of them. I thought you were more like a receptionist at a tattoo studio or something. So I think now is the perfect chance for us to look at the profile, OP's profile. So she is a tattoo apprentice at Tattoo Apprentice.
Apprentice meaning receptionist? Tattoo apprentice?
Girly Pop is hot and she's giving Marilyn Monroe. She replies with, in my profile, you can clearly see I have a lot of tattoos. I have about 30-ish tattoos. But story, if you felt misled, I guess, my profile has Tattoo Apprentice in the job category. Now you look great. Sorry, didn't mean that in a way to insult you. I don't mind if you have tattoos. But is being a tattoo artist what you want your big girl job to be? I'm pursuing a career in tattoos. Why? No, not my thing at all. Then why swipe and get my number after seeing all my tattoos? I think I literally have pics on my profile of me in the tattoo studio. He replies with, again, just thought you answered the phone or something. I mean, you are absolutely beautiful. It's just that it doesn't seem like a good career. I don't mean to offend you. So don't take this the wrong way, but almost all tattoo artists are bill popper and have a bad past. Most have been to jail. I have met several tattoo artists and they have all been to jail for bad stuff.
Alright, let's just stay calm here. Don't get all crazy on me.
What do you think? He keeps reinforcing that she's very beautiful and he's not trying to offend her. Then he continues to offend her with his beliefs on tattoos. I genuinely feel like, when you start talking to someone new, when you meet a new person, you should really take into account the first few things that people tell you when you first meet them. Those things would likely reflect on their beliefs, thinking, and attitude towards life. And for example, someone immediately talks bad about something that you like, or even about another person, okay? Or if they immediately jump to a conclusion about something, they don't listen to what you have to say, I think it would be a good call to just watch your step, watch your words, and just be careful with what you say to them. But yeah, I don't mean to be offensive, but you do sound offensive. And to someone without tattoos and am part Japanese, this is narrow-minded type shit, Bro, are you trolling me or are you being for real? No, lol, it's just I don't want to marry someone like that,
Then stop texting. Oh my God.
Like, you are beautiful and we are funny. And really nice on Hinge, and I'm sure you are great and I would like to get to know you, of course, but maybe if we click after a few dates, you could give up the tattoo things. I mean, you could still do something with art. I won't stop you. But when or if we decide to have kids, I don't want them around that kind of environment of drug or jail. No offense again.
It's time to stop! Who are your parents?
There is nothing wrong with telling person that you're talking to your ideal life, your ideal marriage life, what you want to do in the next 5 years, when you want to get married or not, start a family or not. It's so important to be on the same page when it comes to things like this, right? You don't want to waste your time and you don't want to waste their time. Would you continue this conversation with someone you don't see a future with? I mean, I wouldn't, because why would I want to waste our time? To be frank, I think OP seems like a very nice girl. She can hold a conversation before everything went to OP is very beautiful and she has a body of It feels like he sees how beautiful she is and he just cling on to that. It almost feels like he's trying to make space for himself while removing all the parts of OP that he doesn't like. And also asking someone to change their ambition for you is absolutely crazy, especially right now because y'all haven't even been on dates. People make these major life changes with their life partner. I know someone who quit their job to move to another city with their partner. She had to risk not being able to work immediately. She had to risk getting a pay cut. Those are major life changes. You can't just ask this of someone after a few dates if y'all click. OP replies with, so you want me to quit my apprenticeship that I've been working on for 3 years for you, a total stranger, and do what? Like, do you see how insane you sound right now? You are crazy, Lamau. We just met and you're talking about future kids and marriage, and how do you want me to quit my apprenticeship? He replies with, you are too pretty to be acting like this. I'm looking for my future wife, as I stated in my Hinge bio. Girl, you know what? You need to include that in your prenup in the future. Hinge bio is our new contract. Why swipe if you're not even serious? Women these days and your feminist propaganda. No one even will want to get tattooed by a woman.
Keep your composure, everyone.
You would genuinely make such a good housewife or a children's book illustrator, and you're wasting all of your potential. For what? Mind you, I have read this 5 times. I am still angry about this. I'm so shocked at what is in front of me. I've recorded another video before this and it was way too long. And I'm still shocked reading this again. OP replies to that with, I was looking for something serious too, but you are genuinely insane. He replies with, don't text me again until you start thinking logically about our relationship. Yesterday at 5:14 a.m. Hello. Are you thinking logically about our future now? 5 hours or so later, he texted again. Come on, don't be like that. Listen, I'm sorry if I was rude and sorry about the feminist stuff I said. You probably are not even a feminist. Sometimes I get mad and just say stuff that I don't mean.
Over the years, feminists have had quite a rough reputation, okay?
At its core, being a feminist just means supporting women. It doesn't mean that a woman can do no wrong. It just means support women so women can also succeed in life independently, okay? And also, saying shit that you don't mean when you're mad is one of the worst habits ever. When we start over, I can take us to dinner tonight or drinks, all on me. I can provide for you.
I can get you out of this lifestyle. That's what you need.
He's in a cult, guys. At 8:23 p.m. later that day, you okay? Getting worried I haven't gotten a response. The day after. Morning, want to come breakfast with me? No! Just before noon. Did you seriously report my Hinge account? I only matched with you and 3 other people. Now it's taken down for no reason. My whole profile is gone because of you. You are insane. I knew I couldn't save you from your lifestyle, but I tried anyways. Goodbye. Oh, so it was your idea to save her from her lifestyle, not her idea. Oh. This is all we have from part 1. Before we move on to the updates, I want you to let me know what you think so far. I feel like this video could be 3 hours long because there's so much to talk about. I've omitted quite a few points from my previous notes because I'm not sure if we are ready for an hour-long video. That's the reason why I'm recording this again. So let me know what you think. Now let's look at part 2 of this post. Let me tell you something. It gets crazier from this point onwards. So I made a post a few days ago about this guy that matched with me on Hinge, and then it was insane. After we started talking, he basically was upset that I was a tattoo artist, even though my entire Hinge profile has several parts on it about me being an artist. After I made the post, he texted me several times. I ignored his text, so he went and found my Facebook. I don't know how he did, because I have my Facebook settings to where you can't even find me on the search bar thingy, and have all my friends private. After he texted me on Facebook, I blocked his number, Messenger, and Facebook. Well, today I get texts from him on Instagram telling me he's gonna show up at my work. I didn't have my tattoo studio listed anywhere and have never posted which studio I work at online. This scared me. I truly do not know how he figured it out, because even my tattoo page has none of it listed. He did not text my tattoo Instagram. He texted my main Instagram profile. I called my boss after this and asked why did he let the receptionist give out when I was at work. Apparently this dude pretended to be my cousin. Okay, wait, before we proceed, I just want to say this. I know that OP is, she has a spicy career. We'll talk a little bit more about this later on. I think this is why she's so private. Like, you can't find her Facebook. She doesn't post any information about her on the tattoo studio. I believe she just wants everything separated. But let's continue. He somehow knew my cousin's name. Someone my boss has tattooed before and acted like him and said he wanted to know what time I was in tomorrow so I could do a flash tattoo on him. The receptionist just told my boss like, hey, OP's cousin wants to know when OP will be here tomorrow for a small tattoo. So my boss told him. I told my boss everything that happened and I'm not going in tomorrow just to be safe. My boss said he's gonna be on the lookout, but since I won't be there, everything should be fine. Maybe I'm being dramatic by not showing up. I don't actually think he would like unalive me or something, but you never know. Anyway, here's an update for y'all. You were right. This mother was crazy. Okay, so this is the order we're gonna go. He got blocked on messages, and then it was Facebook, and then it was Instagram messages, right? Hey, can we talk? I think I was a bit aggressive yesterday. Even if you were the one who reported me, let's just forget about this and talk over dinner. You are a beautiful girl, and I know you seem perfect with everything, but the tattoo idea, like, if you really want to work and don't want to do like the kids book or something, you can work at Drive She with me and probably be a receptionist. He's so adamant about how beautiful OP is and how he doesn't like that she is a tattoo artist, and he's trying to change that about her. He's forcing space for himself, like I said just now. And also, like, can we agree that this is some sort of, I'm not sure if this word is allowed on YouTube. I know some people, they love the idea of changing someone, turning someone into someone else. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, if you are not turning someone into a vampire, which if that's the case, you need to sign me up, turn me right now. It's usually for something else, if you catch my drift. Later at 5 p.m, he texted again. Hey love, are you free now? OP finally blocks him, so he went and found her Facebook. He texted, hey, do you remember me? Did we just suffer from like collective dementia? We match on Hinge, but my account got deleted. Did you still want to grab dinner? OP replies with, bro, what? I blocked you. How did you even find my Facebook? He says, is your name lol, and we live in the same hometown. Why did you block my number? You wouldn't respond here if you were not interested, lol. So when can I pick you up? Again, my offer still stands for the job. When I was reading this text, I was thinking, maybe he thinks that's how flirting is. You know how they always say like, girls like to play hard to get? No. Learn how to take no for an answer, even if it hurts your pride. OP replies with, you are seriously insane. Like, you are genuinely creeping me out right now. Please leave me alone. How am I creeping you out when I just want to love you? Nothing I'm doing or saying is creepy. The gaslighting is real with this one. I'm confused why you think that. I think you were just being sensitive.
You were just being sensitive.
All I'm trying to do is be nice and buy you dinner. Nothing in this world is free, and that dinner definitely comes with strings. You know what? I used to have a friend who used to say like, I'm such a nice guy. Wait, his voice was not low. I'm such a nice guy. I don't know why girls don't see that in me. I don't know why they don't like me. A nice guy, I don't think would say that. Anyway, I don't want to rat him out right now. You know, he thinks that he has the entire female population figured out. Now, on to Instagram. Are you ready to talk about a future yet? Or are you gonna keep running and blocking me? I will be at your work tomorrow. I called a lady, said you will be there at like 3 for a tattoo. Obviously, I don't need a tattoo, so don't bring your supplies. Is that the best time to pick you up for lunch? First of all, that is creepy. The fact that he called your work to book a time with you so he can use your work time for lunch with him. That is weird. When you want to go on a date with your date, you don't call their work. OP replies with, do not show up at my work. I will call the cops if I see you even drive around the premises. I'm not interested and I've blocked you 3 times now. Please just leave me alone. You are scaring me. I think you are scaring me. He just snapped. I truly believe that this is not his first time hearing this from someone. How am I scaring you? I'm trying to be a nice guy and take you to lunch. I know you got trauma from whatever liberals you dated in your past, but I am a provider. I can provide for you. Then you need to provide distance. How about that? You can forget about the silly tattoo stuff and stop pretending to be so tough. You are the woman. Act like it. A woman to him is not tough, and a woman's ambition to him sounds quite silly if it's not to his taste. This is exactly how life with him would look like. His woman, her concerns, her worries, if it's not to his liking, not to his preference, would likely be dismissed. If his future wife has tattoos, she might have to be convinced to get them removed. Stop worrying about your future career and tattoos and start worrying about our future. Seriously, I'm not blaming you for being like this. I'm blaming you for not letting me fix this. OP replies with, what the F are you even talking about? Do not show up. This is your final warning. I'm not interested in whatever weird trad wife fantasy you've got going on in your head. I never told you even anything about my past. I've no trauma from ex-liberal boyfriends, lol. And like, what the F are you even talking about? Do not contact me again or I'm going to the cops. Girl, go to the cops. This post blew up on Reddit. Am I overreacting? I've been on Reddit for a really long time, and one of the reasons that I enjoy Reddit, well, you know, some parts of Reddit, okay, not all of Reddit, is that people share their experience with others. Sometimes in life, I think it's just so good to feel like you're not alone with your experience, with your thoughts, and to not necessarily have to talk about it, but to read about other people's experience. However, just looking down at the comment section made me realize one thing, that there are so many people with the same or similar trauma of getting stalked. It's very sad to see that it happened to so many people. I don't really talk about this. I think like I really try to forget it. I got stalked when I was in grade 7 on the way home from school. Okay, I knew something was off, but I just dismissed my instinct. I just thought that I was overreacting or something, or just thinking too much. One of the worst mistakes is to think that you are overreacting in situations like this. Never dismiss that instinct. On the bright side of all of this is that people are very generous with advice. So we will start with OP's comment. She says that she's safe. She went to the police and showed them the screenshots of everything. However, it's because that they have not met, the police cannot do much. But the police said that they will patrol around her area, but it's a little hard to do that according to OP because she lives on the outskirts of a very small town. So I'm assuming that the police station is not close to her town. However, she can file a restraining order if she shows up at her work. A lot of Redditors advise OP to not just report this, but to build a file with the police. This means document everything, every single interaction with him about him, everything. Even if the police are not taking action against him, she needs to be clear with how his certain actions has caused her to feel a certain way. Build a file by giving the police reasons to take action. A lot of Redditors have also mentioned self-defense and location sharing app. Carry self-protection and make sure you know how to use them. Never go anywhere without self-protection. If you suspect that you are being followed, go straight to the police station. I'll add a little bit to this. I saw from Mama Wolf House that you should always keep your car filled just in case you need to get away from a situation or from someone. Your empty line, your E-line, is now at half tank. Next, if you have to go out alone, text your loved one before you travel or while you are traveling to the location. Tell them everything. If you can, share your location with your trusted and loved ones. Tell everyone about him and what happened, and tell them to never ever share your details with this guy. Again, a little bit more to add to this from Yellow Brown Stoner. When going to public places like medical appointments where you have to use your name or phone number to check in, tell the receptionist, tell the people to never confirm your contact info verbally out loud for your safety. When scrolling down to the comments, a lot of people keep reinforcing the idea to never ever dismiss your instinct when you feel like something is off. I love what Mama Wolf House said. Make noise, get all eyes on you, tell them to back off from you. Do not do it because you think it's embarrassing or if it looks like an overreaction. I hope that you found the advice very useful. Okay, lastly, let's wrap this up with something a little controversial. Okay, I don't entertain the idea of, oh, like if someone is an online personality, they deserve to get stalked. I don't agree with that. To be frank, I feel like all our information is online. If someone wants your information, it just really depends on how desperate they are and how resourceful they are. It just really boils down to our principle. Even if you are not an online personality, you can still get stalked. It's an unfortunately ugly reflection on parts of the internet. On this note, I've seen comments on how people think that OP is using this to farm karma and to promote her spicy career. So OP is a OF content creator. I don't think that she's using this for attention. I did a little bit of, snooping around. I just went to her page and looked at her post. She talks about tattoos, she talks about cats, she talks about relationships. She's not just heavily promoting her OF on Reddit. Secondly and lastly, I also feel like we need to take into consideration for people in spicy industry, for example. Personally think that they are more prone to this sort of behavior. That's why most of them want things to be separated. Anything, we need to consider their safety instead of using, oh, because you are in the spicy industry, then I don't need to consider what you say. All in all, that's what I think. So you let me know what you think. There are a lot of people, unfortunately, cry wolf for their own benefits. And because of that, it puts people who actually are seeking help in disadvantage. It looks like OP lives in a small town and that small town is not close to the police station. If I'm reading this correctly, knowing that she's so close to the guy and the guy like literally has her cousin's information, knows where she works, what time she will be at work, and all of that must be so scary. I hope that she's safe. I know that she says that she's safe. I hope she stays safe and gets everything documented, and also invest in a good lock and CCTV. Install CCTV. Okay. Reddit video, let me know what you think. I think right now I'm just like trying to figure out my footing in this space, and this is the conclusion that I've arrived at. I would like to talk about modern folklores. What does it mean? What is modern folklore? I feel like modern folklore is anything that we see online, stories of modern times. I want to call us like a little coven, but I feel like some people might take it the wrong way, like I'm trying to build like a cult. So let's call it COVEY. You need to join the COVEY, okay? Not me having a nickname when I have like 230 subs. I might lose some subs after I post this, but as always, I really, really appreciate you for being here. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. And I'll catch you either in the comments or in the next video.